Investigates is examining the problem of racial profiling by police in Massachusetts.
Our Mike Beaudet is looking at the impact of a major decision by the state's highest court.
In its ruling earlier this month, the Supreme Judicial Court said the lack of data about police stops in Massachusetts essentially makes it impossible for defendants to prove their traffic stop was racially motivated. So the court is changing the rules to try and tackle what it says is an ongoing problem. Racial profiling by police is already against the law, but now it's becoming easier in Massachusetts for someone to show police pulled them over because of the color of his or her skin. A new ruling by the state's highest court says we set the bar too high for defendants attempting to establish a reasonable inference of a discriminatory stop. The case involved a stop by the Boston Police Youth Violence Strike Force in 2017, where they recovered this gun after stopping a black man driving a Mercedes without an inspection sticker that was registered to a black woman. The court said the evidence supported racial bias was at play in that stop and certainly others.
We know that racial profiling is happening, and under this decision, it will be easier for them to prove it in court.
Matt Siegel of the American Civil Liberties Union of Massachusetts says defendants will no longer have to present a statistical analysis of data that doesn't exist.
The Supreme Judicial Court recognized that this was not a fair way to deal with the problem of racial profiling in Massachusetts, and we needed something better. And what they came up with is a totality of the circumstances test that, unlike the prior test, doesn't necessarily require statistics.
5 Investigates has looked at the data that is available, and it tells a troubling story. We analyzed more than 500,000 citations issued last year by police departments all over the state, and the disparities are clear. 7% of Massachusetts' population is black, yet 14% of the citations were issued to black drivers. Black drivers were criminally cited 18% of the time, compared to 13% for white drivers who were more likely to be given a warning. Back in 2017, we analyzed data that revealed among drivers stopped by the Massachusetts State Police, black and Hispanic drivers were searched at higher rates than white drivers. ABC News recently did a nationwide analysis finding that black Americans were far more likely to be stopped than white Americans in a number of major cities.
We have seen time and time again in Massachusetts that the courts have had to step in to protect people from racial injustice. But we have other branches of government, and they need to step up and do their job to protect people from these practices.
The SJC did just that, calling specifically on the legislature to pass laws that would require police to keep records detailed enough so that the stops made by every officer can be analyzed.
What I'm looking for is change and action by police departments, change and action by our legislature and by our governor. We've seen the courts do their job. It is now time for other people in power to do their jobs.
In response to the SJC ruling, the Boston Police Department issued a statement that did not address the specific stop in the case, but welcomed the outcome of the decision and says members of the force are fully prepared to offer evidence to support non-biased reasons for enforcement actions. Mike Beaudet, 5 Investigates.